Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. So, we have a Dharma class. We'll keep it short because we are a little late. So, Nitya Dharma and history. So, today is very auspicious day. Every day is auspicious. So, Nitya Dharma and history. So today we are just speaking about Nitya Dharma. That means practical devotional service, application of the philosophy. So every day we are chanting the holy names. Every day we are worshipping the Lord. Every day we are hearing Gaur Katha, Krishna Katha about the process of devotional service. As Rupa Goswami has explained, Seva Sadhaka Rupena Siddhu Vripunya Chatrahi Tadbhavalipsona Karya Vrajalo Kanasarataha. So Sadhaka, we perform in these activities of sadhana bhakti in order to become purified in consciousness, in order to advance in spiritual life, and of course we follow also the different rules and regulations according to Varna Ashram also. The Brahmanas have certain duties to perform and rules and regulations have to be followed. The Brahmanas, they're always wearing dhoti, chadar, and of course kurta. And if it is really cold, you may wear sweater also. Whereas those who are, even if they may be Vaishnavas, so they may sometimes wear also pant and shirt when they have to go to work. But the Brahmanas, they will have the dress. And usually they will always keep the dress on wherever they go. And always the Kantimala is there, Tilak is there. And so in this way we follow the rules and regulations. And we may be householder, we may be brahmachari or vanaprasthi. So following the rules and regulations of the ashram also, that has to be there as much as possible. But the main activities are based on hearing and chanting the holy names, the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So that is a sadhaka, as practicing devotee. But so Rupa Goswami is explaining, Siddha Rupena Chatrahi, Brajalakara Sarata. Always the goal is to attain Braj, or to attain, of course, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is no different from Radha and Krishna in Chaitadip Navadvip. So in purified consciousness, we follow the path of Rag, or spontaneous platform, also known as Raganuga Bhakti. Some people, they don't like to hear the word Raganuga Bhakti because they think Prabhupada didn't want to give this, but it is not true actually. Prabhupada is a representative of the Guru Parampara of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna. So the service of Radha Krishna is performed by the eternal associates of Krishna and Braj, the friends of Krishna, Maria Yashoda, Nanda Baba, and then the gopis, the most beloved. And following their mood internally, not externally, there will be sahajya. But internally following their mood, that is known as Raganuga Bhakti. And that is explained also in Upadeshamrita by Rupa Goswami in the 8th verse. And the devotees are supposed to study Upadeshamrita in the beginning. But it should be studied under the guidance of the devotees who are experienced. And then also the Bhaktirasamrita Sindhu. And there Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti is explained. And then the second step of Sadhana Bhakti is Raganuga Bhakti. It is there in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And then comes Bhav Bhakti and then Prema Bhakti. And then we may enter the pastimes of Krishna. Mahaprabhu has also explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita, without following the footsteps of the Brijvasis, one can never reach to Golok. So that we have to know, that is the goal, and that we are trying to do internally. But we don't want to speak more about that, because we're speaking Jaiva Dharma also, and Jaiva Dharma, and so Nitya Dharma and history. So now we're speaking a little bit about the history, and specifically because, of course, today is the disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada's mercy, Krishna consciousness has spread in Bharatvarsha, and by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada's mercy, Srila Prabhupada was able to go to the West and spread Krishna consciousness in the West. Before Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada sent 2-3 devotees, sannyasis, Bon Maharaj and others, I can't remember their names, I believe. Bhaktivilas Tirtha Maharaj maybe, but Bon Maharaj certainly, and 1 or 2 more devotees. They had gone to Germany, to England, and they had a little success, but not much. So they came back, but there was a great welcome of the sannyasis when they came back, and little success was there. But still, because of the preaching, some devotees, they came, and one German devotee had come also, and he took initiation from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and so he entered the sannyas ashram also, and later on he also went back to Germany and did some preaching, and there are some disciples there also. And one of them we had the opportunity to meet. But then all success, so he was empowered by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, came to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Was empowered by his Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, by the Guru Parampara, Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna, and he spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. And so by the mercy of Prabhupada, but then the mercy of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, we are able to practice Krishna consciousness now, and we are able to advance a little bit by the previous Acharya's mercy, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and but following Rupa Goswami, you are known as Rupanuga Vaishnavas. Rupanuga Vaishnavas. So the Rupanuga Vaishnavas are Raganuga Bhaktas, but not all Raganuga Bhaktas are Rupanuga, but we are Rupanuga and we are Raganuga Bhaktas, or we are aspiring to become Raganuga Bhaktas. But first of all, we should be Rupanuga. We follow Prabhupada, but then we follow the previous acharyas also, and especially Rupa Goswami. And then we can be Rupanuga, and then we can take shelter of Rupa Manjari and the gopis, and then take shelter of Radharani Ashray Vigraha, the supreme abode of love. And then we can hope to serve Krishna, Vishay Vigraha. So Ashray Vigraha is the spiritual master. Akhanda Guru Tattva means our Guru Dev, Prabhupada, the previous acharyas, Rupa Goswami, that is known as Akhanda Guru Tattva. But of course, ultimately, even then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Vishay Vigraha, is the Lord of our life, but he is also the abode of love. And he has given the instructions to Rupa Goswami, Ranganath Das Goswami, Sanatana Goswami for our benefit, and the Shikshashtakam, which are the guiding principles for us. And then we can hope to attain Braj Bhakti and be absorbed in the internally the transcendental loving service of the divine couple, Sisi Radha Shama Sundar. So that is Nitya Dharma, that is Jaiva Dharma, Sanatan Dharma, Paradharma, Vastav Dharma. And then also, of course, we also perform our duties, Nanitika Dharma, regular duties, and even the different sanskars for the householders, that has to be followed also. And different duties which are there. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada So he gave the guiding principles which Prabhupada imbibed and then established in his society according to time, place and circumstances. So regarding history, so we are in Nasik. It is a holy place. Finally have come to Nasik. That is the first time I'm here in Nasik, although I've seen many holy places in Bharatvarsha, but Nasik was one of the places which I had not been. And the next should be also Ayodhya. I have not been to Ayodhya. So few places are left which I want to visit as long as I'm in this present body, in this present universe. And so Nasik is a holy place, and here Ramchandra Bhagavan came and with Sita Devi, Lakshman, and they stayed in a place here, also Panchavati. There are 5 banyan trees here. So since Ramchandra's time, so we had the opportunity to visit that place. And there's a place also where Lakshman cut off the nose of Suparnaka, the sister of Ravana, the demon Ravana. So therefore the name came Nasik, because he cut off the nose of Suparnaka, because so she wanted to get married to Ram, but of course Ram, he took the vow, Ekapatni Vrat, to only have one wife as exemplary king. And so then Ramchandra Bhagavan, he directed Suparnaka to his brother Lakshman. Of course Lakshman was not interested at all either, and she became angry, and so Lakshman just cut off her nose. And then so the place is here also. And many places are here which we visited. There's a Kala Ram Mandir, beautiful deities of Ramchandra, Sita Devi, Lakshman. And we went to Triambakeshwar, so a temple which has a Shivling, actually, which is in three parts, not only Shivji, but Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha there. So you can see. So we had darshan there also, and so very special. And then we went to one nearby place also where the Godavari is visible, and there's a hole there. So much water is going in the hole, but then it's known as Chakra Tirtha, and also the Godavari is flowing there, but it is said the water is going in a hole, and the ordinary people, they don't know where the hole is going, and they cannot find the end. But the local people are saying, you go in that hole, and you come out at the South Pole. So we don't want to experience that. Because I don't know if anyone can survive, unless one is a celestial being, they may be then doing that. So, and also we went to Tapovan, and today in the evening, we went to one Gurukul also. One devotee has a Gurukul here. On the way also we went, so that was nice also. One ISKCON devotee, but in collaboration with other saintly persons. Also actually there's a very nice mood here in the temple, and the devotees here, they are respecting all Vaishnavas, not only the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, but other Vaishnavas also, of the other Sampradayas. And in the evening, so we went to the Godavari, and we sent some pictures also, and we attended a very elaborate Godavari Ganga Puja, very nicely organized by the ISKCON devotees also. They're taking part in collaboration of other saintly persons from Nasik. So there's a nice, wonderful relationship with all the saintly persons. That is actually required. That is sometimes missing in some of our temples in ISKCON. But many temples, they are also open-minded, that we have to see. And that we really appreciate. That is our mood, to appreciate everyone. That is the mood of the Acharyas in our Sampradaya. Specifically Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. When he was worshipping his spiritual master, or specifically on Guru Purnima, not only worshipping the spiritual master, but the previous Acharyas, and Rupa Goswami, Lord Brahma, but then also the Acharyas of the different Sampradayas, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnu Swami, and Shukadev Goswami. So he respected all of them. Sapta Panchak, that was established by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, who has learned from his father, his spiritual father, and Shiksha Guru, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who has gotten this information from Jagannath Puri, of one of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And then afterwards, Sanak Adinam Puja, respecting the Chatur Sanghi, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanak Kumar, and Sanatan, the four Kumaras, and Vishwakshena, the commander-in-chief of Vishnu's army. So they are respected. And then Vyasadeva and the four disciples, main disciples, to whom he trusted the four Vedas, Vaishampayam, Sumanta Paila, and Jaimini Rishi. So they are respected. So we can see respecting all the Vaishnavas of different acharyas, of the different sampradayas, and other great personalities. They have to be respected. The Brahmanas, the Sajjan, as Raghunath Goswami has explained in Manashiksha, Guru Goste, Gostalishu, Sajjan, Bhusurgan. So we respect all those who are spiritually inclined. And then, of course, worshipping Panchatattva, and then Krishna, and Chaturvya, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradumna, Nirodha. And then Upasya Panchak, Upasya or Aradhyadev, Upasya Dev, Ishtadev, Prananath, that is again Gurudev is there, Akanda Guru Tattva, and then Gaur Gadadhar, and Radha and Krishna. So that has to be there. So that has been established. So by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. So wonderful history is there of the Lord here in Nasik. Also we went to one temple. Of course, also Kapaleshwar is there, Kapaleshwar Mahadev. And every Monday they took, so the Shivji is there, they take him from his temple to Godavari, and he's taking bath in Godavari, and they're doing Abhishek with milk and sugarcane juice. So we were just at the right time, at the right place, and so the Abhishek of Kapaleshwar Mahadev, and we are fortunate to get some Chanamrit also. So very wonderful divine experience. And here, so that is practical application of Jaiva Dharma, which we did today by engaging in our devotional service, meeting many devotees and speaking little Harikatha, visiting many ancient places which are connected to the Lord and His associates. So it was a very wonderful day today, remembering Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, by whose mercy Prabhupada spread Krishna consciousness, and by their mercy we are able to practice devotional service and advance in our journey to Golok Vrindavan, advance to the perfectional stage of pure bhakti, Sarup Siddha Bhakti. So that is the goal for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So it was a very nice experience. Also one more thing, we went to one temple, and also one more thing to say that we went to one temple where there's a deity also of Mahaprabhu, because Mahaprabhu came to this place, to Nasik, and he took bath, and in this place nearby he was drying his clothes. And Nityananda Prabhu had come here also, Advaitacharya has come here, another Gauri Vaishnavas. Vakreshwar Pandit, the associate of Mahaprabhu, so apparently was here, and then there's a devotees are there. There's a temple of the disciplic succession of Vakreshwar Pandit. Gopal Guru is there, the disciple of Vakreshwar Pandit. His disciple Dhyan Chandra Goswami, who presented a very wonderful book, Guru Govinda Smarana Achana Padati, which we also have. And then in the disciplic succession, so the devotees are there. So we met the devotees also from the disciplic succession, and there's a beautiful temple there of Radha Krishna deity, Sarabhuj Mahaprabhu, and Yoga Nishinga deity, and the Govardhan Shila is there, and Shaligram Shilas are there. And so it appears that Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada also came here, and especially also Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada came also to Nasik. He stayed here in 1970. He was here before also. Even as a householder, he had come here. And in this temple, which belongs to the followers of Vakreshwar Pandit, so he also came there again after taking sannyas. 1st April 1971 till 8 April 1971. For 1 week, 8 days he was there. And we met the devotee who was there, who was cooking for Prabhupada when Prabhupada was in Nasik. So, so wonderful experience here. So practical application of this chapter of the Jaiva Dharma of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Nitya Dharma, we engaged in Nitya Dharma, and also here learning the history of Nasik Dham, holy place. Kumbh Mela is happening here every 12 days. There are 4 places where there is Kumbh Mela. One is, so the most famous of course is in Prayag, Kumbh Mela, and then in Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kumbh Mela is there, and then the third one, of course, on the bank of the Ganges, and then in Ujjain, it is there, the Kumbh Mela, and in Nasik, at the bank of the Godavari. And so today, when we arrived, and also this morning, there was not so much water, but this evening it was much more water, so it was very nice. And so very nice experience here today in Nasik. So, and so with these words, we stop here because we have to meet some other devotees who are waiting since 1 hour, almost, what to do. We're planning first after Godavari Puja to go to his house, on devotee's house, but because we are late, so we have a short class now, and now we go to meet the devotees, and so this way we conclude, and hopefully tomorrow, Krishna willing, the plane will fly, and we will arrive in Delhi and come back to Braj-Dham. In consciousness we are in Braj, but physically, so hopefully we'll be back tomorrow afternoon for lunch. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai. Nasik Dham ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Tiruvavtiti Mahamahotsav ki Jai. So that is our Mahotsav, offering Shraddhanjali, Pushpanjali to the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Of course, physically in the morning, we do everyday puja, and so we did our puja and offered some more flowers to Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada. And now, mentally, we offer our pranam and touch the lotus feet, and I will offer lotus to the lotus feet of Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada flowers from our heart. So he may bless us, so we may advance to the perfection stage, Sarup Siddha Bhakti. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki Jai, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki Jai, Srila Nattam Das Thakur ki Jai, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad ki Jai, Satchinandana Gaur Hari ki Jai, Sri Radha Shama Sundar ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Gopal Ju ki jai. Go Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Shri Radhe Shyam. Okay. So here's a picture. Oh yeah. Okay, fine.